The World Peace Dome at Loni was the venue for the 4th National Conference on Media and Journalism on Peace Dialogue and Inclusivity, organized by MIT World Peace University through the School of Media and Communication. This unique and exciting conference also witnessed a session on documenting the past, the present, and the future, chaired by Dr Mukesh Sharma, the CEO of Vishwashanti Darshan and the former Additional Director General of Doordarshan. The participants of the session included K.S. Shridhar, Director Films Division Mumbai, Miriam Chandy Menacherry, the founder of Filament Pictures, documentary filmmaker Farah Katun, and Shilpi Gulati, the Assistant Professor, TISS Mumbai.
So Shridhar sir spoke about truth in films. And I believe that one's truth could be others' lie. So, and last year we have witnessed a rather mediocre propaganda film which received primetime news. I guess we all know which film are we talking about. I don't need to take the name. So, how do we segregate proper films and this extended propaganda which is being spread? And as a reference, I'm talking about the Kashmir files.
I think everybody understood when you said, I don't want to name. So, I think, there are some audience to that film as well. But whether you want to watch that film or not, it's your, personal choice. So every film has its own audience. Even, Godar ka film, let's say, many people don't understand, but there are many people also who love Godar's way of telling a story. So there are, films of all kinds, and all kinds of films has their own audience. Whether you want to subscribe to it or not, it's your personal choice. And I wanted to add to the previous question. So although we all spoke about the difficulty of making documentary, but I also want to tell you that this journey is very adventurous. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And it's a constant process of asking yourself, am I doing the right thing? Am I shooting the right way? But in that whole process, you become a different person at the end of the film. Because you learn from yourself, from the experiences that you are having from the people you are shooting. So those experiences, I think, enriched all of us in so many ways. That's why making documentary is so exciting. Despite the fact that there are so many hardship and it's not as celebrated as the fiction filmmaking industry in our country, but there are lots of filmmakers who just want to make documentary films because they feel that this is their comfortable way of telling a story, without constructing a narrative, but again, like we already discussed, there are construction to it, and also there are, although PSBT is not coming up with that kind of funding anymore, like earlier, but they are coming with new sort of funding. But there are also so many other ways you can apply for funds. There is a platform called Dockage that happens in Kolkata where, you can submit your proposal, and then it's basically a marketplace where it connects you to the funders from all over the world. Crowdfunding is another option, you can opt for. And then the best way to make a film is in a collab with your friends. They are the best supporter, and we always make films with friends. And if you want to tell a story, there is no way you will stop it. You will keep making it. And especially with the boom of new media, new technology, it's so easy now. If you cannot hire a ARRI camera, you can always shoot with a small iPhone and still tell your story. So there are a lot of possibility, and if you want to take documentary as your career, I think there are lots of ways you can survive. It's not all difficult. Yes, we are surviving.
Good morning, sir. Cap this side, and my question is for Mukesh, sir. Sir, you said there should be regulations on how commercial media works. Let's suppose all those regulations are put up. But what about news from digital media that most of us are consuming, and independent YouTube news channels that are working and gaining millions of views, and people are relying on them for their daily dose of news.
You see, what has happened is that is also being gradually. You cannot, because somebody else is putting up a platform from, and the whole thing is being coming from an outside place where we don't have a control about it. But you can always, jam it. You can always close it down. So there are rules which our government has put up gradually. And as I said, the first thing yesterday is for our own network broadcasters that half an hour public broadcasting programs, they are supposed to make in their own way. They are not saying that they should make on this, but these are the 8 subjects like this. So as technology is advancing, they are also following it up, and it will take time. But you are the person who can change it. As you said, the word self-regulation. You should not go and, send any WhatsApp which has come to you without authenticating it. Every one of you, you must say, just share it because it sounds interesting. No, it doesn't. It makes a lot of havoc. It can create problems. I don't. In fact, I block the person if somebody is sending me, and you can make out like a channel. You know that are people on the social media who have a leaning. And you can see from that every time they are sending a particular thing, I block them. You have to, like you switch off your television, you have to block them. Because if you don't start doing it, your kids are going to really take it. I don't know how they're going to take it from you, but it's going to be really bad. So gradually it is you and I who have to correct it, because of the cat is out of the bag. You cannot now put it back. So वो तो बाहर है बिल्ली, अभी जो भी करना है करो, लेकिन you will have to do it. There is no other go. हाँ, आपको मुझको करना है. आप लोग तो पढ़े लिखे हैं ना, समझदार हैं. कुछ भी नहीं, कुछ भी बढ़ा देते हैं. कहाँ का स्टेशन, कहीं की फोटो, कहीं का चिपकाया, and then you find it, करे यार ये देखो ये, अरे भाई पहले खुद तो देख लो कि ये है कि नहीं, मालूम पड़ा नहीं, ये झूठ था. So that is where you as a journalist, broadcast journalist, media journalist, it is your job to ensure. Don't do it. मैं कह तो रहा हूँ, मैं तुम्हें एग्जाम्पल दे रहा हूँ. संजय दत्त की रेगुलर फुटेज मेरे पास है, किसी के पास नहीं होगी हिंदुस्तान में, दुनिया में. They asked me even जो संजू पे फिल्म बनाई थी. I said नहीं यार, मेरा कॉन्शियस गवाह नहीं कर रहा. Not that लोग सीख भी सकते हैं उससे कि यार देखो ऐसा आदमी भी अंदर जा सकता है. So don't do it. लेकिन somewhere I thought कि he may be starting a new life, I should not do it. तो मुझे सोचना है. हर चीज थोड़ी बढ़ा दूंगा मैं. So that is where you will have to think about it. You are the best judge. I am not. मेरा तो हो गया. I had my innings. I played good or bad. I don't know, but I did. Thank you so much, Shridhar, Dheeraj ji. I think we will culminate it here. Thank you so much for being so patient with us, and thank you so much for your questions and answers. So this session comes to an end.